Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Finally, another review. I'm back from my work trip in Montana, so I'm back here with a new Marvel Legends set. This was at my door when I got back from Montana. So here we have the Marvel Legends, the GamerVerse, Captain America versus Venom. I got my set from Amazon, but Big Bad Toy Store is getting ready to process pre-orders on this as well, so I'll have links in the video description below. I don't know if this is currently in stock at Amazon right now or not, but I'll have links in the video description below if you're looking to pick up this set. I know people are really excited because they really want blue Venom, and we get a really cool, nice, new Captain America that's pinless and everything, which is great. I'm not the biggest fan of blue Venom, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like, it was cool in the game or whatever, but I'm like, when I think of Venom, I don't ever think of blue. And it's similar to the previous Venom that we had gotten before, although I hear that there's a lot of new to this guy than compared to even this guy. So we'll be able to check that out, which is cool. And then for Captain America, he's kind of all smooth. We don't have that scale mail on there, or chain mail. So that's really cool. And then, you know, a shield effect piece and all that. Really cool stuff. So looking at it, you see Captain America versus Venom. You got Captain America on that side. You got Venom on that side. Looking at the back of the package, you get a shot of them fighting there. The bio reads, the patriotic super soldier Captain America faces off against Venom and his alien symbiote powers. So here we go. Let's open it up. Let's take a look. Alright, so we've got Captain America and Venom out of the package. The Captain America is nice. He's nice. If you don't have a Captain America figure, this is the one you want to pick up. If you have Captain America figures, this is going to be the better one out of them all. But I don't know that it's going to be completely necessary. Like, if you have the 20th anniversary unparalleled Captain America, you probably don't, quote-unquote, need this one. But I promise you, this one will be an upgrade, and you would really, really like it. This one's got butterfly joints, and I don't know if we have any Captain America figures with butterfly joints. So there is that. And he's fully pinless. 20th anniversary Unparalleled Cap was not pinless. This guy is. He's really good. Venom is okay. I'm not a fan of the blue. I don't know why. I'm just not. To me, the color just kind of looks a little cheapish in my opinion, but it's accurate and people like blue Venom. It's just not really my thing. It's just not. In terms of accessories, we get some cool stuff. Each one comes with an extra head, so we kind of have the regular straight-face Captain America there. Then he comes with the screaming alternate head. And then you got Venom with the long tongue and the green gooey yuckiness out of his tongue. And then you have the half-transformation Eddie Brock head sculpt in there. Neither of these are new, as they are both included in... I don't know if this was included in the Walmart exclusive one or if it was from the one in the Symbiote 3-pack that was like an Amazon exclusive. So we got that. And then each of them come with an extra set of hands. So Venom has fists out of the package, and then he has kind of open hands there as well. And then Captain America has fists, and then he also has thumbs up hands, which is cool. But he doesn't have any like open hands showing that he had like thrown the shield or anything like that. But then the really cool thing is the shield effect piece here, which has this big blast piece there. It's just like thick plastic, so there's a little bit of pliability to it, nothing crazy. We get the shield, of course, and I'm going to be very careful and I don't break that C-clip. The C-clip looks a little bit bigger, but I don't have another shield readily available to kind of compare. Oh yeah, I do. 20th anniversary. So I'm looking at it, the C-clip does look bigger than the previous one. So like looking at it, let's see. Like if you look at it that way, I don't know if lighting wise that works out, but it definitely is a bigger C-clip, so that makes me feel a lot better when clipping this onto his wrist. And then of course you want to go right where the hand goes into the wrist, not like onto the forearm in any way, because then you're going to break the C-clip, because the C-clip is just crazy. The thing is though, it's a small shield. Like if you look at comparison between the two, like it completely overshadowed. Like it's very small. I wish it were bigger, but it's really small. But we don't have any holes in this one like the 20th anniversary one did, so you know there is that. And then the shield, it's just slide in, you just fit it in. Does it clip on? And you've got to force it a little bit, and then it's on there. It's stuck on there good, but man, that looks really cool because you could still see the shield in there, and then you have kind of the effect like he's hitting them, and it has just like this big old effect to it. So that is really cool. And then to get it out, you just kind of pop it out pretty easily. So there we go with those two. But let's go ahead and let's get Venom out of the way, and then let's look at Captain America. All right, so let's take a close look at Venom. So here we have the transforming Eddie Brock head sculpt there, and I think this is kind of, they included it because it's cool for one, but also I think in one of the scenes where like he wins the match or whatever, he does a thing where he kind of shows his face or whatever. So you have the mid transformation, which is cool. It looks good. It looks good. The first time that we had it, it looks good. Here, he kind of has this menacing look, but the digital print on there looks really good. You can kind of see a little bloodshot in his eyes, and just looks a little like he's got bags under his eyes. It looks really good. So no complaints there whatsoever. I like it. Came out really, really nice. So those are the kind of the extra head sculpts. You gotta have some tendril pieces kind of over there, a little bit softer as it kind of wraps around his head. So it's really nicely done. You have the tongue sticking out, and then you got the teeth, all that. So we'll pop that head off, and then here is the other one, which probably would be used a little bit more, especially in terms of fighting and stuff. So you got the Venom in there, and then he's got the goo coming out of his mouth. Bright red for the tongue, and then you can see the teeth in there, and that all looks good and well enough. Not too bad at all. I wish we would have gotten like a regular head sculpt, but I think probably most of the time in the game his tongue is out there. But we got that Venom. In terms of paint-wise, it looks pretty good. I do see some of the blue coming through the white a little bit in some areas. I wish they would have gone over the spider legs maybe one more time. It seems to be like the way they did it is the ones coming off of the spider, the first piece looks good, and then when the lines that kind of curve around his body aren't just as kind of thick or as quite good. On the back, it looks pretty good there, no complaints. And then there's no more paint anywhere else on the figure. Oh, the back of the hands. So the back of the hands do get the little the trapezoid. What is it called? I don't know my shapes anymore. I'm so been out of school for so long. I don't know anything anymore. But that is Venom there, which is really cool. So in comparison to like the Walmart exclusive retro card version that we got, there are some updates to it. So the legs and the feet are the same. The hands are the same. The arms are in fact different, significantly different, because look at how larger the shoulders are in comparison. And then of course we are pinless, and then we don't get the symbiote sculpted design for the forearm. So that has been a change up there. The torso itself is actually different. That's interesting. So I'm looking at the hip piece, right? So just under the ab, you could see the muscle definition of this one still. You see it right there. This one is smooth. There is no muscle definition in there. So that hip piece has got to be new. Here I thought just the upper torso piece was going to be new. The mid-torso piece might be the same, although it does look different also, because at the very bottom portion of the abs, you could see the kind of the center piece in there. That's not sculpted on this one, so that one might actually be new. And then the torso itself, the upper torso, I knew was going to be new because the old one had the dumbbell joint neck hinge. This one has the disc hinge, so that was an update there. So I think all three pieces of the torso are actually new, and not just that upper piece. So the whole entire torso is new, and then the new arms and shoulders. So the only thing that's actually the same are, well, the head sculpts, but just the legs, and that's not a big deal. Yes, it does have its half pins, half pinless, which does bother me. But at the end of the day, the pins are blue, the leg is blue, so that's kind of the more important thing to me. But I would have preferred if they, just went ahead and gave us the extra step of going fully pinless on the legs. But that's what we got going on there. Paint-wise, all good and everything like that. So let's go ahead now and jump over to Captain America before we look at the articulation. All right, so let's take a look at Captain America. I think this head sculpt is probably one that we've seen before, although yeah, I think it's the same. This is the same as the 20th anniversary one. It's just painted a little bit better. You could see a little bit of a slightly different color for the lips, which is good. Yeah, there's a little bit less blue paint around the eyes. Yeah, so I think that's the same head sculpt there. So that looks really good. Painted nicely, but let's pop that off and let's look at the Screaming head sculpt, because this is the new one, and I love the way this one looks. He looks all angry. He's screaming. He's fighting. So it's really cool. It's painted nicely. Looks good. Looking at the rest of the figure, the good thing is the star looks pretty good, although be careful because I'm sure that can get nicked up pretty easily. And I don't know if this one was a mainline or if this one was a fan channel. It's probably mainline, so there may be a chance that you can be able to see different ones and pick which one that you choose, but hopefully, there's no paint issues or anything with that going there. On the back, it even looks good. You got the peg hole in there so you could peg the shield into his back, like so. So you have that there, which is good. And you can see that's how it looks with it on his back. Get it out there. We are pinless this time, which is great there. You do get the sculpted sleeve in there on the blue, which is good. So that is nice. But again, it's a smooth Captain America, no chainmail. or scale mail on there, which is different, which I don't mind. It looks good. There's no like cell shading kind of in some areas, like the 20th anniversary got there, but you get a brighter red in there, which is cool. And as you can see, boots overall a little bit brighter red, but no wash or anything to bring out the details in there. So that's what we've got going on. The belt looks to be the same. The legs are different, but they are pinless, but they are a little bit different, especially like at the hip. You could see some wrinkles in the tights there. So all good there. Looks good. I like it, but the biggest thing is going to be the addition to the butterfly joints. So having a Captain America with butterfly joints makes a big difference, and he just looks awesome. I think the next step, obviously, will be a diaphragm cut for a Captain America as opposed to the ab crunch. But yeah, looks good, painted nicely, not too bad at all. Looking at the shield again, the shield is good. It's just it's so small, unfortunately. Again, show a close-up look. You just kind of put it in one end and then push it down, or like kind of bend that out, but push it in, and you could secure the shield in there, and that just looks really, really cool. I like the way that looks quite a bit. All right, so let's go over the articulation. We'll go over Captain America first. So his head is on a disc hinge, so he can look up all the way. He can look down all the way, which is great. Of course, you get full rotation in there, but that does mean that you're not getting a whole lot of pivot on that neck. The arm you can get to go straight on out like so. You get a full rotation at the shoulder. You do get the butterfly joint, so you can get the arm to go back like so, and then you can get the arm to come forward and get some crossbody like so there, which is good. You got the upper bicep swivel in there, double jointed elbow, but here's the thing, the glove really comes out, so that upper elbow, if you bend that in first and then bend the forearm, you can get a little bit more on there. So that's kind of about 90 degrees. The glove itself is a little rubbery, so you can kind of force it a little bit to push over 90 a bit. Wrist swivel, and they do hinge, standard horizontal hinge on the fists as well as the thumbs up hands there. We've got the ab crunch on Captain America, so he can crunch forward only that much. That's not a huge amount. Then he can lean back a little bit in there. You got the waist swivel there. Legs go out that far apart, so you can do the full split, so that's pretty cool. He can kick really far forward, really high. Leg doesn't really go back, maybe just a tiny bit there. You got the upper thigh cut in there, double jointed pinless knee. Looks good there. I didn't check this yet. Oh, thank God, there's boot swivel. I think it's because it's an existing boot, so they didn't have to do some shenanigans to make it not swivel at the boot. Foot hinges down, you get some hinge up, ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So really good articulation for Captain America. That butterfly joint makes a real big difference when it comes to kind of that classic Captain America look. So Venom, he's got that super articulated body, so let's see how well he moves. The neck, we're going to get some good movement on the neck, because that was the big criticism before on Venom, because he had the dumbbell joint as opposed to the disc hinge, so it's like, how much movement can we really get out of that neck? And it wasn't a whole lot. So we can look all the way up now, and then we can be able to look down, which is great. You get a full rotation in there, tiny bit of pivot going on there. The shoulder, you can get the shoulder to go straight on out like so. You get a full rotation in there. You do got that butterfly joint, so you can get that arm to go back significantly far back, more than the Captain America. And then coming forward, the shoulders are quite large, so you're not getting a huge amount of crossbody in there. So just a heads up on that, because it just doesn't cut in as much. You got the upper bicep swivel in there, double jointed pinless elbow, gives you that much bend at the elbow, so quite nice. Wrist swivel, and they do hinge, standard horizontal hinge on the fists as well as the open hands. But here we got the diaphragm cut, inverted ab. So the diaphragm cut, we can lean to the left that much there, which is good. You can lean to the right that much there, which is also good. And then you can kind of lean back, but you're going to see the gap in there, so just be careful. You can swivel around on that diaphragm. You can move it forward a little bit, but again, we got the inverted ab. So using both, you're only going to come forward that much. Not a huge amount, but you couple it with the hips, then you're going to be able to crunch forward a little bit more. And then going back total, you can lean back that much there, so that is good. Legs don't go out a whole lot, though. That's kind of the problem that I'm having. The legs only go out that far apart. That's an issue. I don't know if they sculpted it, what the deal is, but that's all we're going to get, unfortunately. He can kick forward really high, though, so that's good. The leg doesn't really go back. You have the upper thigh cut in there, so it's a little stiff on mine, so swivel at the thigh. Double jointed pinned knees, so we get pins at the knees, you get that much bend there. No calf swivel or boot swivel of any kind. Foot hinges down that much, you get some hinge up, ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So I just really wish that Venom can get his legs further apart than this. So like, for me, somebody that's not very good at posing, getting those legs to go out further apart would have helped me in posing them around. Like, I had one pose, and I'll post pictures of it, I guess, on Instagram, but I already undid it, and I thought it looked pretty good. So if you guys are following me on Instagram, which I highly recommend, so make sure to check out that post to see how I set up that Venom, because I thought it looked pretty good. Okay, so side-by-side comparison time. So here we have the new Captain America, GamerVerse Captain America next to the 20th anniversary unparalleled cap. And there are differences. The boots are, in fact, different, which I kind of thought they were the same. I think the gloves are the same, but the boots are different. The legs are different because we are fully pinless. But you can see he's bigger, he's taller, he's bulkier. So I really, really like this new Captain America. In my opinion, he's the best Captain America figure to date, and they continue to improve. I'm sure there will be another one that they release. It's going to be even better with like a diaphragm cut, inverted ab. But until then, this is the new best Captain America figure. But again, that is just my opinion. You guys will have to let me know what you guys think of that. Here is that Walmart exclusive Venom there, along with our new blue Venom. And then you could see size-wise, they're essentially the same, as they do have the same legs. The torso, while new, it is similar there, and then the arms are different, so they're a little bit bigger. They seem to be a little bit longer, but essentially very similar figures. Hopefully you guys like the blue Venom. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of blue Venom. It's cool, it's game accurate, it's there. People have been asking for it, so it's there. I've been asking for a blue Punisher. We're getting one, but I want the Spider-Man animated series version with the trench coat. Maybe we'll get that in the future, I don't know, but we do have a blue Punisher coming, and I am excited for that. Blue Venom, not as much. Blue Punisher, hell yeah. Okay, so here we have our GamerVerse packs that have released so far. I mean, aside from the Spider-Man GamerVerse, which there were a lot of, we have the Thanos and Psylocke Target exclusive 2-pack. We have the Walmart exclusive War Machine in Omega Red, and then we have, which I believe is a mainline release of Captain America and Venom. There is, of course, Wolverine and Silver Samurai, which I do have on the way from Big Bad Toy Store, which is in stock right now, so I'll have a link in the video description to that one. And those ones, if they are available, I'm not sure if they are. And then hopefully some other GamerVerse packs will be coming soon. There is the Juggernaut Mega Fig, or Super Deluxe, whatever we call it. There is the Gargantos, Shumagorath, and that's going to be the only other GamerVerse, although the 2-pack of Nick Fury and Punisher was just recently announced. That hasn't gone up for pre-order yet. I'm trying to think if there was any other of the packs. No, I think that was it, right? Just Wolverine, Silver Samurai, Juggernaut, Gargantos, and then, of course, now the Nick Fury Punisher 2-pack that's going to be upcoming. So that's what we've got. Captain America Venom might be... I think I'm probably still going to stick with Thanos and Psylocke, because the Psylocke is just so nice, and it's an upgrade to previous ones that we had that weren't very good. We've had other good Captain America figures before. We've had similar Venom figures before. The blue Venom is just not for me. So for me, Thanos Psylocke is the better 2-pack out of this group. Then the Captain America Venom, then the War Machine and Omega Red. But you guys give me your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know specifically, what do you think of Captain America? What do you think of Venom? Were you excited for blue Venom? Were you more excited for Captain America? Let me know down in the video description below. And again, pre-order links if you're looking to pick it up. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.